the Tigress.
Yes, a fantastic one for the Tigers of Nigeria in the Afro-Basket. They are the champions of Africa, and they've been doing well when it comes to women in the basketball sport. And we'll be looking at the Tigers on the show this evening. But before we talk about the Tigers, let's start from Ghana, where the African Games is ongoing as we speak. Athletics is still ongoing. Just moments away from now, in some minutes away from now, Toby Amuson will be back on the track to defend her 100 meters hurdle title. The third time she is looking for that title, and if she wins it, it's going to be a good one. We also have Samuyi there alongside her, who qualified to the final. Toby Amuson qualified with a time of 13.03 seconds to the 100 meters hurdles final. But we will, after the end of today, we will look at where Nigeria will be standing on the medals table. Egypt still lead the way on the medals table. Fantastic one for Egypt. We don't know what Egypt is actually doing to get it right. They won it in 2019 in Rabat, Morocco, and they are on course of defending that title they won in Rabat. And no wonder the next edition of the African Games is going to Egypt. Probably they will host to win the games when that time comes in 2027. But let's look at the Super Falconets of Nigeria. I call them the Super Falconets because actually they are super in all of their outings since the beginning of the women's football event in the African Games. They've been fantastic. They've won all their games, and they are into the final. They defeated Uganda. 2 second-half goals coming from Ada and Co. To give us victory in the semi-final. And for the final of the African Games women's football event, it will be coming up on Thursday, right there in Ghana, and they will be playing the host country, that is Ghana, the Black Princess, in the final of the African Games women's football event. And for the Falconets, Coach Christopher Danjuma has been talking tough, and he said that Nigeria is confident of the Falconets is confident of retaining the title they won 2019 in Rabat, Morocco. Fantastic one for Coach Christopher Danjuma. These are a young crop of girls put together. Some of them played in the under-17, that is for Flamingos, and they graduated into the under-20, and he has been able to keep this team together. Fantastic one for Coach Christopher Danjuma. He actually said he wants to face the Black Princess in the finals of the women's football event, and eventually that his wish is not his wish as is coming to pass. By Thursday, the finals will be coming up between the Super Falconets of Nigeria and then the Black Princess of Ghana in the women's football event. For our own Flying Eagles, they were beaten. They didn't make it to the semi-final, and it's a painful one for the men. But for the women, they are carrying out the flag. They are flying the green-white color right there in the women's football event. And for that final, we believe Coach Christopher Danjuma, he said the girls are focused. They are focused. They are ready. They want to win the title they won in Rabat, Morocco. They want to defend it with everything they have in their arsenal, and that is what they are going to show against the Black Princess of Ghana. And you know, when it comes to Nigeria, Ghana in sport, it's always a battle. So this time around, we took the battle away from the field. Sometimes ago, you hear Ghana jollof rice and Nigerian jollof rice. Now the jollof rice is going to be on the pitch. 11 players against 11 players, 10 players on the pitch, one goalkeeper in between the sticks, and they will be fighting for that title in Ghana. Definitely, we believe that the girls are ready, battle ready for this final. And Coach Christopher Danjuma also, in his post-match interview after that semi-final game, he said yes, after that semi-final game against Uganda, he said yes, they are looking forward to the finals, and they are ready. Immediately after that game, they are going back to going to training just to see how they would defend the title they won in 2019. And he said that the lapses noticed in the semi-final against Uganda will be corrected. This team is a free scoring side. Definitely, we are going to see a lot of goals, probably maybe goals in the final between Nigeria and Ghana. That's for the women's football. All right. Let's leave the African Games. Athletics is going on as we speak, and like I said, Toby Amuson will be defending her title in the 100 meters hurdles. That's for the women. Now let's go straight to Paris 2024 Olympic Games, where the basketball event, the draws has been made, and our own D Tigress is drawn in Group B. In Group B of the women's basketball, beg your pardon, it's a mix-up. In Group B of the women basketball, where they will play Australia, the likes of France in their group. Let's quickly have that group on the screen. I think we'll have that group on the screen, if we can get that, so that we can see the group where Nigeria is playing, where the D Tigress of Nigeria will be playing, as in against other countries of the world, the likes of Australia. Like I said, is in that group. And definitely for the D Tigress of Nigeria, during the qualifiers in Belgium, they came second during the qualifiers. They defeated Senegal. You saw that clip. They defeated Senegal in the AfroBasket and also beat them during the qualifiers of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. And for the D Tigress of Nigeria, they are the sole representative of Africa in the women's basketball. And we know that Rena Wakama is doing a whole lot with this team, and definitely we are just going to see this team in the Olympics doing what they know how to do best when it comes to basketball. For the D Tigress, they've been fantastic on the continent of Africa, and they also been fantastic in the different tournaments they go out for, and eventually we can have some good outing in the Olympics for the D Tigress. If we can quickly have that highlight of that video against the Senegalese during the AfroBasket, let's see what these girls are made of. Okay, we have the draws for the women's basketball. You can see Group A, we have Serbia, Spain, China, and Puerto Rico in Group A. And then in Group B, we have Canada, Nigeria, Australia, and France. We are in the same group with these two powerhouses when it comes to basketball. And then in Group C, we see Germany, USA, Japan, and Belgium. That is the toughest group so far, where you have Germany, USA, world number one when it comes to basketball, Japan, Belgium, who are European powerhouse. That's for Belgium. We came second. We are Belgium, who hosted the Paris Olympics qualifiers. We were in the same group during the qualifiers. We were beaten, but despite we lost to them, we were able to make it to the Paris 2024 Olympics. So good one for Nigeria. We just have to prepare well enough for the likes of Canada, Australia, and probably see where Nigeria will be standing after the games in Paris 2024. Let's quickly leave the story of basketball and look at the friendly games that will be coming up in Marrakech, Morocco. For Finidi George, he has been saddled with the responsibility to manage these two friendly games. We know that the NFF, we are actually looking for a coach for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but for Finidi George, is going to be on interim duties when this friendly comes up on the 22nd and 26th of this month in Marrakech, Morocco. And Finidi George, who got his coaching badge from Europe, he has the UEFA license B, license B coaching badge, and also license A coaching badge, and he's also looking forward to add the CAF license A coaching badge to his CV. And good one for Coach Finidi George, who was with this team during the AFCON 2023 games in Cote d'Ivoire, where we came second behind the host country. We lost the final, and he was there. He knows this team, he knows these boys, and a lot is going on with the Super Eagles. We just won the NFF, the technical committee of NFF, to get this whole thing, to get it done and dusted. That's getting a coach for the Super Eagles, because the qualifiers for the 2026 World Cup is coming up really fast. We have a date with the Bafana of South Africa, which you know is a very big one in the qualifiers. We've played 2 draws in the qualifiers, and we just need to win to make a statement. And for these friendlies, is just to keep the team in shape and probably give them a good ranking point when the FIFA ranking comes out later in the month. So for Coach Finidi George, he will be at the dugout during that friendly games against the Eagles of Mali and then the Black Stars of Ghana. Still talking about the Nigerian friendly games against the Eagles of Mali. Now let's look at this story where Victor Osimhen, the likes of Gabi Osho, who the newly invitee, and Taiwo Awoniyi will be missing this game alongside Tyron Ebuehi, also who is coming back to the Super Eagles team, will not be there. So Osimhen and 3 others, like I mentioned, Taiwo Awoniyi, Tyron Ebuehi, and Gabi Osho of Luton Town, who's just newly coming into the Super Eagles, will not be in the party for these friendly games against Mali and Ghana. You know, friendly games is a way of testing new players, and for Gabi Osho, that is Gabriel Osho of Luton Town, this is his first call-up, but injury will not allow us to see what Gabi can bring into the team. Definitely, we know that Gabi is a fantastic player for Luton Town. He plays at the heart of the defense, and he's a fantastic player, solid, rock solid, which is going to bring competition into that back line alongside William Strooks, Shemi Ajayi, Kevin Bassey, who's doing so well with Fulham right now, and then the likes of, we have Olaino there on the right flank. So Gabi also is a versatile player. He can play any position at the back line, but injury will not allow us to see what Gabi can bring into the team. That game will be coming up on the 22nd and 26th of March in Marrakech, Morocco. All right, before we go on the show, let's go straight to Europe. Let's look at the Women's Champions League. There were games last night in the Women's Champions League quarter-final games, first leg. Let's look at the result of those games in the Women's Champions League quarter-final. You know, the men are also playing their Champions League. We already have the quarter-final pairing for the men's Champions League, where you have Arsenal against Bayern Munich, PSG to play Barcelona, Real Madrid against Manchester City, Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund. But for the women, they've started their own quarterfinal games. We have the fixtures before we look at the result of those games that were played last night. But let's quickly look at the fixtures for tonight. We have Haken women against Paris Saint-Germain Feminines of France, and then Brand women will take on Barcelona Feminino. As our own Asisa Toshola is no longer there is no longer with Barcelona. Now she plays her football in the National Women's Soccer League in the United States of America, where she made history over the weekend, getting the first goal for BFC, that's a new team in US, getting that 4 goals for that team, and also getting the win for the team in the Women's Soccer League in United States of America, showing her prowess, her power when it comes to scoring goals. So good one for Barcelona. They will be playing Brown women. They will be in that's an away fixture for them, and then Haken ladies we welcome Paris Saint-Germain Feminines in the other game for the Women's Champions League. All of those games are coming up tonight. But we have some results of the games that were played last night. The likes of Ajax women, they lost to Lyon ladies. We have Benfica Ajax women, I beg your pardon, lost to Chelsea women 3-0. They were defeated in Netherlands. That's for the Chelsea women. They went away and they defeated this team. For Benfica ladies, that's the team of Christy Uchebe, Super Falcons player. They lost 2-1 at home to Lyon Feminines. Lyon women has won the Champions League more than any other team. They are just like the Real Madrid, who has won the Men's Champions League more than any other team. Now, the Lyon ladies also, they've won about more than 5 titles they have in their kitty. That's for the Lyon ladies in the Women's Champions League. So, these were the games that were played last night, and probably other games, the remaining games will be coming up tonight. Paris, PSG women will be in action, and then we have Barcelona ladies also against the Haken ladies will be in action in the Women's Champions League. All right, that is where we'll leave it on the program this evening, Sports Update. Before we go, we'll leave you with the highlights of the Nigerian Women's Football League, and also probably maybe that highlight of the Nigerian ladies, that is the Tigress against Senegal in one of the Afro Basket competition. That is it on the program Sports Update. I am Emmanuel Fashim.